See. That's working. Oh, didn't mean to do that. That's working. Alright. Let's see. I am just going to play my little private server on this little, like, small indie game. But a small company. Oh. Maybe I should press the right button to do so. Let's see. Yeah, Boulder's doing right. Just got him out of his little recovery cage and put him back in the main cage. Looks like he's doing fine. His brother started, like, aggressively grooming him as soon as he was back in the cage. It's pretty funny to see. Just give me 2 seconds. I'm just, like, loading up and everything. Alright. And we are in the game. See, I think I'm already level 60 now. I did some power leveling. I'm doing like a melee, well, mostly melee, like, well, not even mostly melee. I just have Storm Strike as my main melee attack. But it synergizes so well with this stuff. So I've got Stormborn here. Essentially does a whole lot of stuff with Elemental Mastery and Shamanistic Rage. These two, when either of these are active, my Storm Strike has reduced cooldown and does like AoE damage. My whole build kind of relies for a great chunk on Lightning Shield. You'll see I have 9 stacks here, and that's from this one, Static Shock. And as you can see, my capstone gives me 3 charges back every time I hit Storm Strike, which is fucking great. I barely dropped this buff during a dungeon. It's fucking, it's amazing. And I'm also looking at getting some more cash. If this, trying to look at my money, but alright, I've sold 1 of my stacks, that's good. I was hoping to sell at least 2. Because then I could buy the enchant for Static Shock. Static Shock enchant is very expensive, but I kind of get it because you also get a charge per stack, and you can stack this up to 3 times. So I could essentially get another 3 lightning shield charges for a maximum of 12, and alongside that, the Static Shock talent can trigger more often, and it just deals more damage as well. So yeah, I can hit them with a lightning shield orb when I actually use a melee attack, which for my Storm Strike and now also Slam and Mortal Strike does 2 hits, because I have the Single-Minded Fury thing. So my Mortal Strike, Overpower, and Slam deal 0% less damage, which I think is kind of weird wording. I feel like it should say something like maybe 50% or something, but at the moment it says 0% less damage. But it will also trigger an offhand weapon attack. And my stats are mainly agility and intelligence. And then I've got like a whole bunch of masteries, or a whole bunch of talents that give me agility and what's it called, intellect, which combos very well. Because where was it? There's one that has like a very nice, yeah, this one, combat expertise. It increases my agility by 3%, my melee and range critical strike chance by 3%, but it also gives me just some intellect as well from the capstone. And then there's another one, kind of the same, but for agility instead. This also very nice. I get melee crit strike chance for intellect, and spell crit strike chance for agility, which is very good for a build that relies on both agility and intellect. So yeah, generally speaking, I have like a lot of nice like little combos going. Thundering strikes here, yeah. Critical strike increase with all spells and attacks, but the main part is the capstone, which I'm building towards. Dealing damage with a spell has a chance of giving me some agility, which again is fucking great. The shaman talent tree is very good for if you're doing like a melee spellcaster type thing. And especially the enhancement tree is very good for that. I've picked these up because this all increases lightning shield and does things with lightning shield and lightning bolt. And chain lightning as well. Those are pretty, I wouldn't say essential to my build, because I'm mainly going around storm striking and lightning shield, because I've got this enchant as well, which makes my slam basically do like a little AoE zap. It essentially, what this does is basically cast chain lightning whenever I slam, and that's including shield slam, but I'm not using a shield, so the two shield abilities don't go up, but slam still uses it, which I do have and I do use. And it basically makes me cast chain lightning every time I use slam while I've got lightning shield up, and it also refreshes my lightning shield stacks. So storm strikes gives me 2 stacks back, and if I need to refresh more than 2, I can just slam and I get all the 9 stacks back, which is fucking wild. Let's see, I don't need anything else at the moment. I was going to look at enchants, actually. Let's see if we have anything else that we can really buff our lightning shield with. Like I said, I really want to get static shock, but that's like an RNG thing. You have to be lucky, or you have to buy it, but like I said, buying it is pretty expensive. It's one of the most expensive enchants I've seen on the auction house, to be fair. I mean, I could, I guess.
Summon me.
I feel like I can't go this because I already have Stormborn. Ooh, it's some kind of lightning bear. That's pretty cool. Yeah, some kind of lightning bear build. That's pretty cool. What I could do for AoE and to pad out my ability bar a little bit is get Thunderclap. I don't think it innately does any like nature damage or anything. That only works Like the second part of that only works when you have a two-handed weapon equipped, which I don't. I have two one-handed weapons, so let's just get Thunderclap in there, just as a like a little theme. Level it up. Gives me a little bit of AoE as well. And I'm sure I can get a talent that makes it. I've got this already, it gives me Grounded, which is like a little AoE damage zone that does nature damage, but let's see if we can find anything else. This is all high threat. I'm not necessarily looking for high threat. I'm not sure why I'm seeing this when I've put in Thunderclap. This has nothing to do with Thunderclap. It's intimidating shout. Your sword and board talent now resets the cooldown and reduces the rage cost of Thunderclap instead of Shield Slam was sword and board. Increases critical strike chance of Devastate. I don't use Devastate. Dealing damage with Devastate or Revenge is a 10% chance to reset the cooldown of Shield Slam, which in this case would be Thunderclap. I don't use Devastate, so I don't use Devastate nor Revenge, so that would be useless to me. I mean, Crackling Thunder is a very nice one, but I don't know about it taking up a spot in my my legendary or my epic mystic enchants, because I can only have 3 epic ones and I already have 2 slotted, which I really want to keep. I don't know about taking up the 3rd slot with Thunderclap if I'm not really using Thunderclap all that much. What's the cooldown on it? 6-second cooldown. Storm Strike has a 5-second cooldown at the moment, so I feel like I will probably not really use Thunderclap that much. I've just got it for like theme, basically. Your Shockwave deals 15% additional damage in nature against enemies affected by your Thunderclap. In addition, the cooldown of Shockwave is reduced by 1 second for each target hit that is affected by Thunderclap. Again, I'm probably not going to be using Thunderclap all that much. Your Lightning Shield orbs increase the damage of Thunderclap and Shockwave by 3% per active orb. So could have that up to 12. So 36%, that would be huge. And it reduces the cooldown of Thunderclap. That might be something I want to be looking into. Crackling Thunder also generates threat. Now I'm mostly soloing because I'm mostly doing this build for like leveling purposes and getting like quick prestiges. So I'm not too fussed about the increased threat this does. Right? Was that increased threat? Oh, it doesn't even say increased threat. What? Oh, high threat, yeah. High threat nature damage, yeah. But yeah, I'm not too fussed about that. Grounded reduces the damage taken by 1% and stacks up to 5, so I can have 5% from just this. I don't know how worth that is. Yeah, I don't know. And it looks like Thunderclap doesn't have any blues or greens, which is weird. Oh, maybe because it's... There we go. That explains a lot. Thunder and lightning. Yeah, we just looked at those. Improved thunderclap rage cost, reduced and increased damage. Don't care for that. Critical strike for heroic strike. Thunderclap on cleave. Don't care for that. Huh. Ripping some ass in the meantime. Oh, some more ass. Jesus Christ, I am ripping some serious ass. Primal Thunderclap. Can we get a Primal Storm Strike? I feel like maybe getting a Primal Storm Strike is better. Because that heal... I mean, it's not a massive amount of healing, but combine it with other, like, tiny heals and you can get some serious, like, sustain going. Because I'm using heirloom equipment, which heals me every time I get a kill as well. So what exactly is the difference between demonic power? Oh, it's the triggering, because gigantic power and demonic or draconic power both give you +3 critical strike chance, but the triggering conditions are different. Over bonus spell damage, that could be cool. But yeah, Thunderclap doesn't really have a lot for me to invest in other than Crackling Thunder. And like I said, I don't know if I want to... I mean, I'm using Storm Strike most of the time, so I should look into some Storm Strike shit. There is a primal version available somewhere. Maybe we should have a look. But it doesn't look like Storm Strike really has any interesting stuff. Okay. Yeah, so I don't want that. I don't care if that was this. And this looks more to be for a frost build. So yeah, none of these really help my Storm Strike, which is unfortunate. I think this Storm Strike is decent enough. Increasing spell power with a melee attack. My whole build is around like spells increasing my melee and my melee increasing my spells, so that's very decent to have. Other than that, there's not a whole lot of Yeah, no, there's not really anything worth it for me. I mean, I could reduce the cooldown, I suppose. .4 3 times, so that's 1.2. Do I care for 1.2? That'd be 3.8 seconds. I don't think I care. I don't think I care, especially with the slam thing with this. I don't think I care. Yeah, I think the main thing I should be looking for is oh, they did sell. That's good. All right, nice. So I can get the storm shock, or what was it, static shock engine now. Static shock. Buy it, and I also kind of want to get the thick hide one. Might not use it on this build, but in general, the thick hide one seems to be fucking huge. Because I can combine that with... Because what thick hide does is give you increased armor from cloth and leather without conditions. Whereas there is another one that's similar, but the condition is you have to be in bear form. I think I have that one. I'm very certain I have that one. It's a blue one as well. I'm sure I'll know it when I see it. Maybe not. Yeah, feral resistance here. Increases your armor contribution from cloth and leather items in bear form. This stacks up to 3 times, so you can have, with that 12, 18% from this. And then you can have an additional 3% for this. So that's 21. That's pretty big, in my opinion. I mean, this only stacks once, I guess. Which is the downside to it. But let's, no one else has a thing out, right? Yeah, it doesn't look like anyone has an altar out. I'll just infuse those into my build. Let's activate them. Ooh, I don't have enough to activate them. But I can once I've upgraded. So I should just go activate. This is 3 times, right? Or is it just 1? It is 3 times. Okay, yeah. Let's see, is this 3 times? That's just once. Okay. Because I do wear leather armor with this build. So that is gonna help me. But yeah, this I can upgrade 3 times. Oh, I can actually save this one to collection. I don't think I have enough now to get the other what's it called for that. I can have I might be able to fit in one. I don't remember exactly how much. I think it's 250 per enchant. So I might be able to squeeze in the second one. Or I could just buy it. I'll just buy it, fuck it. I don't really use the money for anything else other than upping my build and stuff, so this is part of my build, so it's good. Let's see, now I cost this, I've got 12 stacks. It's fucking huge. We can see why that is so expensive. I do think it's a shame that it only has one little lightning orb circling around me. I would have loved it if they actually just had like 12 lightning shield charges just hovering around my character. I would have fucking loved that shit. I like little details like that. Let's see. Yeah, the only reason why I took a Berserker stance is because it offers me some crit, and other stances don't really offer me anything. The only stance that could offer me anything is maybe the Paladin protection, but then I'd be going full tank. Well, full tank. I'd be going for tank, which I feel like leather armor without like without any additional armor value increases would be very hard to play. Like bear form is playable because bear form itself already gives you additional armor when you have leather equipped. So, and it also increases your dodge chance with your agility. So you both already have a lot more armor than you normally would with leather armor, and you also basically get a form of damage negate, which over time is very strong. But yeah, I am going to finish up to I'm just gonna finish the leveling, and then I am going to try and prestige again. I just want to prestige a bunch of times so I can get like a lot of heirloom stuff, because I've got this set of heirlooms. Oh, my what's it called shield credit, my lightning shield. That was wild. Let's see what it does. Doesn't quite. Oh, it did. I think it did. It looked like it did. I don't know if there's like any. While lightning shield is active, your slam, and shield of righteousness triggers Stormguard. Stormguard zaps your target and 4 nearby enemies for 99 to 100 nature damage and restores your lightning shield charges to their max. This damage scales from your lightning shield. I assume these are the bosses, or oh no, these are not the bosses. They kind of look like boss types, so that's why I kind of I kind of want to kill these as well. I thought it was one dude at first. It looks like a dude. I don't know if that's my lightning shield is triggering while he's attacking, or my lightning shield is damage. Why can't I grab this one? Okay. For some reason I just phased through it the first time I tried. Oh, nice. I'll take that. That's the, what's it called? Yeah, that's pretty cool. It's for the demons. I can have that as demon. Don't have to go looking for them. I can just get it out of my vanity tab. Oh, this guy.
A target for the
Mining. There's a knock. Okay, that did all before it would. There's some big numbers. Space tank in this as a DPS. And it's going actually pretty good. be real close. Oh, maybe not. There we go. Goddamn, and it didn't drop my lightning shield whatsoever. That's what I mean, it's fucking great. Let's see. Which one do I want to max first? I think I want to max Spellblade first, because I do notice when I'm spamming some more of my spells, rather than my melees, I do tend to run out of mana real quick. The problem with mining in general, I think, is just like finding tin. Like, you have to go out of your way to find tin, where that's just the boss just walk up like that. I didn't expect him to just walk up like that. He is... I do like a fuck ton of damage. Or he was very low
Hey now,
health,
Uldaman.
like
They say
low
this place was
resistance.
built by the Titan Keepers. Just think about what wild
Alright,
magic
I'd
might
take
be trapped down
Spellblade
here.
first, because Spellblade allows me to weave normal attacks in between spell casting. Which is fucking phenomenal. Let me just pull I really like Hurricane as an ability. I don't know if Hurricane works the same in retail. I don't think so, but I think it's a fucking that's the boss over there. He's just a guy, I guess. Like, interesting. Holy shit! I chunked him down. What the fuck? Like, usually these bosses have like health modifiers and shit. It feels like they forgot to put on the health modifiers. Because I am absolutely fucking railing these guys. Compared to the other ones just now. God, it's slow, dude. What the fuck? It lasts so long as well. What? Hello? Hello? Excuse you? What the fuck is happening? What? What the f- what? I'm just permanently slow now. Fuck. Okay. It's perma slow, I guess. I don't know. Wild ass slow. What the fuck? Why am I This guy's dying before I can actually cast my slam. Okay, I'm finally no longer slowed. What the fuck, dude? Whoa, that must have been like a terrain debuff or some shit. There's no way that was from an ability. God damn. Trying to dodge all these lightning strikes as well. There is no way I'm supposed to be slow for this fucking long, dude. What the actual fuck? Just grab these to heal up, and should be able to fight him. Unless some asshole just randomly starts. Dude, that has to be some kind of like lingering terrain that is just not visible. Because there is no fucking way this ruptured earth should be lasting this long. Like, even for World of Warcraft standards, I think that's fucking ridiculous amount of time. I don't really want... Yeah, okay. I was about to say, I don't really want this to just be a casting fight. Destroy what? What am I destroying? Oh, these. Spam one. Oh, these are... I thought... Oh, okay, I thought you were... I am... Great fan of this new mechanic, so I thought Alright, this is actually boss fight, like there's actually shit happening and stuff. Change them to like what? Holy shit, this little dude has like a ton of health.
Time to get going.
That last little bit of health just took forever. Wild. Leveled up a couple of times. Let's see. Let's go mana cost reduction. Just round this out. Spell damage increased by 9% of my intellect, which is great, and then reduces the cost of all spells, which is fucking amazing. Let's kill this flying Ivan first. This is just gonna be a casting battle, I guess. Yeah, I only really have chain lightning and lightning strike, or lightning bolt. That's my casting ability. God damn, that little muffler took my slam. And everything needs to cast lightning, so I can do it while walking, which is great. Alright. These bosses, I have to say, I think this is the highest DPS build I have done yet. Because most of these enemies, they're dying real fucking quick. Compared to what I used to run with. I'm also way further than I've ever been. Alright. Oh, Andre. So he's just right there. Cool. Okay, I don't have to do a whole lot of bullshit. I always like. I always appreciate being able to walk up to the boss and just fight him. Let's grab him as well. Oh, of course he's a ranged character, why wouldn't he be? You absolutely slapped yourself on my fucking... Right. These little zones are they leave behind, but I am not aware. Okay, that's unfortunate. Okay. Fuck, we had a whole bunch of stuff that stacked up here. Oh my god, what the fuck is this? Oh nah, not this type of shit. Okay, it's not the same as the other boss. The other boss spawns like fire elementals and they deal so much damage. Like it's hard to stay alive like for longer than a second in melee range. And being primarily a melee build, that is very unfortunate to have to fight into.
Alright, one portal coming up.
Okay, that looks doable. Got some more, what's it called? I think this is the priority at the moment. Dude, big monsters always make me think that they have big health bar, but that is not always the case. God, I just I can't even see what I'm fighting. Yeah, my main combo is just slam, storm, strike, and what's it called? Lightning bolt, really. You should be able to do
that. You made that look easy.
Accidentally clicked outside of the game. I think that was a level up, right? Or yeah, it was a level up. Okay. We'll get this. And last one, we'll fill this out, and then that's the build complete. I really like the build. So I am going to definitely keep that build. I might change my other build. Because DPS wise, like my tank build is fine. I feel like I could probably do something better with it. Overall, it does what it needs to do. It does the tanking, it does the surviving. So I don't feel like I need to change anything with that. My other DPS builds though, compared to this DPS build, are absolute fucking ass. So I feel like I need to revisit those builds. This build is undoubtedly better. I do so much more damage with this. And it's a nice, consistent little ability cycle as well. All I really have to worry about is slam, storm strike, and lightning bolt. Essentially, one slam and what's it called? Storm strike, slam and storm strike combo leads into 5 stacks of maelstrom weapon, which allows me to cast chain lightning or chain lightning and lightning bolt instantly. So it's just that free button combo really. And whether I use chain lightning or lightning bolt is just dependent on if I'm attacking one or multiple enemies. Slam already does kind of like a lightning thing now, like a chain lightning effect. So I don't even have to worry about like pressing shift because I've got chain lightning and lightning bolt both on my free button, my free key, and I can switch holding shift allows me to switch to chain lightning, as you can see in my ability bar. I also have Mortal Strike, which I rarely use. Raging Blow, does that trigger from Shamanistic? No. So that doesn't trigger, so I might get rid of Raging Blow. I thought Raging Blow triggered from Shamanistic, so that's why I got it. But considering I don't get any stacks from that, plus I'll just unlearn it now, just so I remember. I do want Mortal Strike, because again my single-minded fury allows it to hit twice. That's also the reason why Slam and Maelstrom charges. Simply because both Slam and Maelstrom Strike hit with both weapons. And because I now got Spellblade as well, the likeliness of me weaving a normal attack in between those two abilities is pretty much guaranteed. So that's just like literally 5 attacks with 2 abilities. Which instantly triggered my max attack for Maelstrom weapon. And thus I can cast Chain Lightning and that's the whole thing. I really only use 3 buttons really for my build. If I need to like chunk down an enemy, like real close. Yeah, if I just need to like be immune to damage and chunk down an enemy, Killing Spree is very useful for that. Oh, this one. I have to fight Ernick near the pillar. So otherwise I just get 1 tap.
I just got you.
Let's pull him close here so we can get around the pillar. Didn't realize he just teleported somewhere. Yeah, but Mortal Strike also gives me 2 hits, which again, something I really like to have. Make sure the animation is going as well. God damn. So it's like a guaranteed cost every 4th of the health bar. So that should have been the last one. Yeah, nice.
What is this?
I am getting so many of these mana storm caches as well, it's wild.
As you can see, we are
Okay, I can
somewhat
max that out,
preoccupied
good
right
shit.
But no
Not
matter,
cool.
as I
Chance
am
of
a
getting an
gracious
extra
host,
agility
I will
boost.
tend to
And then the last one is just increase agility, really. I was trying to click in, but those are really scary. I might actually for Fiend get I was about to get the fucking hell, what the hell? Okay.
I have such fascinating things to show you.
That is some chunkage. What the fuck, dude? The guy just disappeared in front of my eyes. Yeah, this build is way stronger than any of my other D-pad builds. The lightning orbs don't use summon anymore.
Farewell.
Like, just, they get insta-gibbed by a lightning shield, I feel like. One more level and I'm already done. Yeah, leveling goes quick because of aura of experience. Let's see. What I was thinking of. Let's see. Was it protection? No, I think it was the. Was it? No, it was a hunter. Hunter, yeah. Hunter has a aspect. Here. Aspect of the wild. I think I'll do aspect of the wild. For theme's sake. Oh, I can't. Oh, I'm out of blue. Okay. That's unfortunate. That's very unfortunate. Nature resistance. Does Paladin not have any nature resistance at all? Nah, shadow resistance. But not nature resistance. Well, let's see. Nature. Anything else? I don't really want to faff around with totems. Yeah, I don't want to faff around with totems. I mean, I guess it would fit the build theme-wise, but I just never really liked the totem mechanics of the more classic WoW. I do enjoy them in retail because they're a lot more intuitive, in my opinion. But I feel like classic totem system is very is not really super intuitive, in my opinion. So yeah, I wouldn't want that. Ooh, Typhoon. That's what I was looking at earlier as well. What's Typhoon do? Okay, just... okay. I just want to see the color, because I would get Ursul's Vortex as well, but the colorization is a bit scuffed. Okay, this is just invisible. You don't even see this. That makes no sense. Chunky boy. Jesus. Whoa. Dropped a whole bunch of shit as well. Fucking hell. This is not a World Forge show, I don't care for it. I don't have this yet, so I do kind of want to at least grab it for the transmog. And I kind of want the rune cloth as well, because I feel like the next profession I should want to focus on is tailoring. I've got blacksmithing, leatherworking, skinning, and mining already. And in this server you can have like all the professions as long as you unlock enough of the profession slots. One of my weapons didn't have Wind Fury on them anymore either. I don't care for this. This is a weird ability. If it had like a little, like if you could see it, I might. Ursul's Vortex also feels like a very good combination with my Thunderstorm, because I could activate Ursul's Vortex, which is a slow for everything that's like within 5 yards of me. Then use Thunderstorm, which is a knockback, and which would knock them out of Ursul's Vortex, which in turn would pull them back to me. So I feel like that's a very cool combo. I kind of want, just for the combo's sake, like the color is a bit off. I'll make a quick macro for it as well. This one. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Just copy this one, make a new one. Let's make it Ursul's. Is that Thunder? Can I? No. Let's call it Ursul's Storm. I'll put that there. They are both pretty much on me costs, so I don't have to worry too much about that. Because I made a little thing for Hurricane, because I am usually going to be in melee range anyway, so I feel like having to target Hurricane and having the chance that I'm walking out of Hurricane when I target it somewhere else can be detriment. So I choose to essentially I wanted to go to Ursul's when I shift, and I wanted to stick to Thunderstorm. I don't care about the rank. Alright. There we go. Replace that. Now when I press shift, I can do Ursul's, and just regular 7 is Thunderstrike or Thunderstorm. Maybe it's a cool
You're too late. I've already claimed the power of the unstable void that manifests here. Now all I need is a way to escape this conflict before
I mainly did that just to avoid whatever that AoE was. I don't know what that AoE was. I didn't want to tap around. I didn't want to tap those. I didn't want to fuck out of him right now. I really like that build. Like, I started the build going for like a primal warrior type idea.
I gained so much power.
And I started with like a little bleed and a little
but you would never
other nonsense.
And I will
But then I was looking through the ability list and I was like, I kind of want to use Stormstrike. Stormstrike itself is a nice ability. I think I did this on stream yesterday. I did it on stream or did it off. But essentially, I looked at Stormstrike and I looked at the little lightning effect, and that kind of made me turn this build into like a lightning focused. It's kind of like a lightning focused Fury build, which I'm really loving it. I love this build. It is fucking absolutely great. I love this shit. Look at that, almost 50% crit chance. Off of heirloom shit as well. Imagine me getting better fucking gear, like actual late game gear shit. Like holy fucking hell, I would absolutely blow up everything. Almost 50% fucking crit chance on melee. 31% crit chance on spells. Like holy shit, dude. I have so much crit chance. It's wild. Alright, but yeah, I'm level 70, which means that is this round done. I really love this build.
Come get the voodoo.
I might revisit one of my other melee builds. Let me just sell this, make some room. I could sell this now. I don't know what that is, but I sell it. Oh, I can't sell it. Well, I can just get rid of it now because I've got it in my my library, my vanity library. Let's see what this is. It's clam meat. Before I open those, let me open this one. This is probably the more important one to open. I have been focusing all my builds around agility. So, well, most of my builds at least. So I'm just gonna open up another agility box. God damn, this is what I mean. Like, imagine me having like real shit equipped like this for this build. I feel like I could just fucking destroy everything. Dealing direct physical damage with abilities increases your magic damage? Fuck yeah. Dealing direct magic damage increases your physical... This is fucking huge. God damn, this is huge. Sky Shatter is a huge... The only problem is it's male. If this was leather, I would have fucking... that would have been the best thing ever. But it's male, so I don't know how useful it is for my endgame build. Like I said, I'm just storing all the what's it called? The legendaries I get. And then later on, once my storage is all full and shit, I can figure out which ones I want to keep and which ones I can get rid of. This looks like a very good one for me as well. Spell power, critical strike rating, and hit rating. And it's leather. It's fucking great. Looks like a very good one for me. Just move some shit around, okay. Put that there. What's this? Oh, that's that neck thing. Because currently I'm just doing like some power leveling essentially. So I'm mainly looking for stuff that helps leveling, and this is a very good leveling build. Now I've noticed this is a very good leveling build now. Let me just put that there. Probably never going to use that anyway. So yeah, the leveling build is really strong on this. I am not entirely sure what build I want to do now to get through my leveling. I don't really want to stick to the same build every time. I try to like do a different build every time. But this was a very nice build. I might actually run this again. Just because it was that fucking great. I might actually just run this again. I really like this build. Just open all this. Alright, fuck kind of stuff. All of it goes into the garbage. I don't care for blues. I want legendary or better. I don't really care for anything blue. Again, because I'm doing the leveling thing anyway. Like, I'm constantly resetting my character and constantly prestiging.
What can I help you with?
So I feel like keeping these items is not going to do me much. I didn't have that one yet. And then once I'm kind of finished with prestiging, I suppose. Yeah, I'll have to look into what else to do. Let's see. Specs. The Fulminated Storm. That is a fucking huge build. I want to finish getting my last what's it called first. My last Mystic Enchants, really. Before I let's see if we have some storms. Thunderstorm, yeah, that's it. Thunderstorm things that can be interesting. Cloud Wish, your thunder grows in intensity, increasing the damage and mana gain by 100 by increasing the cast time by 2 seconds. So it gets a cast time by 2 seconds. Doesn't really feel too great. Your Thunderstorm no longer knocks enemies back, instead restores twice as much mana and grants you Controlled Storm. Controlled Storm, critical strike chance of Lightning Bolt and Chain Lightning increased. I don't use Chain Lightning and Lightning Bolt often enough for me to feel like this is great. Because I already barely use Thunderstorm. And then having an ability that I barely use buff another ability that I don't really use all too often feels like a waste. Teaches you Lightning Cloud if you know Thunderstorm. Creates a cloud of lightning that lasts 8 seconds, blasting all enemies in the selected area for 34 to 154 nature damage, and inflicting 353 to 392 additional damage every 2 seconds. So that's 4 times. I don't know if I care for that. I feel like just dealing the damage in one go instead of like over time is better. So I feel like this is more of a debuff than anything else. Unless you like have abilities that really do stuff while you're in your Thunderstorm or some shit. But other than that, not my my cup of tea. Concussion increases the damage of your Lightning Bolt and Chain Lightning by 3%. Increases the damage of your Thunderstorm, blah blah blah, by 2%. Don't care for it too much. I already do an insane amount of damage. Increases critical strike chance of your Lightning Bolt, Chain Lightning, and Thunderstorm spells. I mean, that would be interesting, because I have all 3 of those abilities. But again, those abilities don't get used often. I'm looking for an enchant that gives me a reason to use it. But from what I can tell, not really have any enchants that change anything about it that makes me want to use it more. So this is just like a little niche AoE thing now. Maybe Ursul's Vortex, maybe there's something that works with that. Doesn't look like they have anything for Ursul's Vortex. Maybe if I just do Vortex? Nope, they have nothing for Ursul's. Well, okay, that was a quick search in. Let's see. Anything else for Slam? Maybe? Skull Crusher, your slam reduces the cooldown of your Death Wish by 1 second. This effect can only occur every 3 seconds. Your slam also increases the critical strike chance of all spells and attacks made against the target by a 1. Spells and attacks doesn't include abilities, so an ability like Storm Strike I feel like wouldn't benefit from this. If it said abilities, I think I might have gotten this, even though I don't use Death Wish. Your slam is guaranteed to critically hit when used on an incapacitated or immobilized target. I mean, don't I have this? While casting Lightning Bolt and Chain Lightning your Lightning Shield. Nah, I don't, like I said, I don't cast it often enough. Especially with Maelstrom Weapon, I only really cast Lightning Bolt whenever I have max stacks, which makes Lightning Bolt instant. So that part of Lightning Shield is not really being utilized a whole lot. Bearing, your slam ignores 10% of the target's armor and applies a stack of Sunder armor. I don't care too much for Sunder armor, I'm mostly nature damage anyway. Casting Slam grants you in Sword We Trust. Does not work with Thunder Slam or Champion of Justice. Is there Thunder Slam? I don't have Thunder Slam. Maybe I should look into that. Increases your damage. Increases the damage and critical strike chance of your next Crusader. I don't use Crusader Strike, so this is already useless. Wind Slam. Increases the chance to trigger Wind Fury. I do use Wind Fury, so that is good. Granted, when you deal damage with Wind Fury, empowers your next Slam, Judgment, Shield Slam, or Shield of Righteous to deal damage to nearby targets. If consumed by Shield Slam, it also slows their speed by 20%. Interesting, I might, because I do use Slam a lot. And I do have Wind Fury going. So, Wind Slam might be a thing. Would also go very well with Storm Guard. I am also already like a Storm build. Because I do have like some wind powered and wind buffs. So that would be very, that's also why I have Killing Spree, because I feel like, oh, I'm moving through the wind, basically. That's the theme idea behind using Killing Spree. Just moving through the wind and teleporting through the wind. So yeah, Wind Slam looks like a very good contender. This is just Shield Slam and Shield of Righteous, so no. I have Storm Guard, Dreadnought. Your overpowered and Slam causes a seismic wave, dealing physical damage to up to 6 targets in a 10-yard cone. Only usable with one-handed weapons and has a 4-second internal cooldown. So no. All Blood Surge. No cost time, make it cost no rage, blah blah blah. I don't care for any of that. Storm of Swords. Your slam has a 14-second cooldown. Jesus fuck. No rage cost and gains 100 increased damage. 100% increased damage. Your Whirlwind now reduces the cooldown of slam. I don't use Whirlwind. Whirlwind could be... I'll put Whirlwind in here. Actually, I'll put Whirlwind in with Thunderclap. Because that is kind of like a windy thing to do, like a wind-themed thing to do. I don't know if that... The cooldown reduction is increased to 1 second while wielding a single two-handed weapon. Okay, well. I don't know if it incentivizes me to use that, so no. Payback. No. Your Shield Slam now lowers the cooldown of shield block. Run stack Vanguard. Nope. So Shield Mastery. Nope. Critical block. Nope. Fighter Slam. Kinda looks like looks like I'll be using Wind Slam. Oh, I have to go to oh, there's one right here, nice. Quick before it disappears. It's just Wind Slam. There we go. I feel like that will be good. I use Slam quite often. I might not have Judgment, Shield Slam, or Shield of Righteous, but that doesn't matter. And it doesn't look like it has any cooldown either, this. So, as long as I trigger Wind Fury, which chances are already increased by this as well. So my Wind Fury is also increased by this, which is great. Okay. So now I just want 2 more single stack enchants. Blue enchants. I could get rid of this. I only really got this one because I might want to get it for future builds. But I could do without it in this build. I could, because every enchant that I save, I can use for anything, basically. I can use forever. So that's why it's always a good idea to just save enchants, even if you don't think you'll use them. Maybe you'll use them later down the line. But yeah, goddamn, this build does a ridiculous amount of damage. I'm actually surprised by how much damage it does. Let me get... where is it? Whirlwind. I'll get Whirlwind. I'll do the same as I did with the what's it called macro. I'll just grab one of this. Copy this. Make a new macro. I have a lot of macros because it's for like different builds and stuff. It's cool. How about Whirling Clap? Alright, I'll put that there. Macros, abilities. Let's see. I want Whirlwind when I'm not holding it. Because this... Oh, it also has cooldown. Huh. I feel like then Thunderclap is probably better to have. And then Whirlwind there. I don't care about the range. Oh my god. Fucking... There's a tiny bit of lag. Alright. Nice. I could get some anger management, but is it worth it? Not really, because again, I'm not... I do use Slam, but it's a low cost, and I use Storm Strike once, and I already have enough rage to use Slam pretty much all the time. So my whole build is basically around these 4 abilities. It's about the Lightning Shield, it's about the Slam, it's about the Storm Strike, and it's about the Lightning Bolt / Chain Lightning. So it's 5 abilities basically that my whole build is about, and everything else is just mostly utility. Thunderstorm would be like the Thunderstorm Ursul's Vortex combo. It's just like fun little theme combos that aren't necessarily like vital to the build, but it's cool to have them. I might even get Overpower just because I still have like a shit ton of ability essence left. So I can just kind of spend it, especially since Overpower is an ability that doesn't cost any of these like shards. It just costs ability essence. So it doesn't even fill up any of these, which is great. And I'll combo it with Mortal Strike. Let's see. Let's do this and let's do Mortal Strike, because this was the one I was using for that. And Overpower. And I flip it there. Overpower will probably never trigger, because I've noticed that even when enemies dodge, like the ability says, like instantly overpower the enemy, causing 120% weapon damage, only usable after the target dodges. I've noticed that even when the target dodges, this doesn't come available, so I think it's bugged at the moment. So that's why I'm leaving it there for the time being. And again, Overpower hits with both my weapons because of Single-Minded Fury. Single-Minded Fury applies to Slam, Mortal Strike, and Overpower. So that's why I wanted to get Overpower as well, so I get 3 for free. Essentially, all my single-minded abilities have been equipped. It's always nice to use as many of the things that you like have some kind of like restriction for. So that's why I wanted Overpower. Again, Overpower is bugged at the moment, I think, but as soon as Overpower gets fixed, it's probably better to have it the other way around, because then I can actually tell when the dodge has triggered the use of Overpower, because now I can't see if I can use Overpower or not unless I actually press shift to swap to the ability, which I don't really want to be doing all the time. I only want to swap when I know I can use it, basically. And Mortal Strike doesn't have any conditions, it's just cooldown, which you can kind of like keep in mind. Like, oh, I used Mortal Strike, so I can't use it for the next 6 seconds. So I feel like with Mortal Strike it's a lot easier to manage in your head than it is with Overpower, because Overpower, I'll have to constantly look at the enemy numbers, like the numbers that appear, and also like the conditions, so like block or dodge or whatever. And even then, I feel like Overpower only maybe triggers only, because it says only usable after the target dodges. Maybe the dodge is only works for like normal attack dodges, and not ability dodges, for example. Or hell, maybe it works the other way around. Maybe it only works for ability dodges and not for normal attack dodges. Because I've definitely seen the enemy dodge my attacks before. I've just never seen Overpower become available because of that. Let's see. I am going to set up for a what's it called? Prestiging. I really want to keep this build, so I'm going to switch off of this build. Maybe the Mind's Edge, because I don't really feel like this did a whole lot for me. Again, I kind of want to get the last Mystic Enchants first, though. Get some rares, not collected rares. I just want to go through. Okay. Okay. How about lightning? Or nature, I should say. Because lightning does nature damage. I would like to get something that reduces my nature spell and physical spell. Oh, right, that's what I was thinking of. Actually, there's one I know of in the auction house. I think it was called Primal something? Primal Precision? No. No, it was called Primal something. Maybe I should look it up on the... It's going to show me all the fucking Primal wassicles as well though. Don't care about the World Forged stuff. It only has the word for it. Huh? Wasn't it Primal? Something element? It's called something. Let's see. Let me just look it up on the website itself. I feel like it's a little easier to do that. Oh, Natural Born Fighter, that's what it was. Yeah. Natural Born. That should be enough. Oof. Can I? I think I don't have enough money, right? Oh, I do. Okay. Yeah, physical abilities and nature abilities. Increase the damage of those. It's only 1% and it's only one enchant, but it's every percentage I feel like is worth it. Especially since, like I said, I don't really use the money on anything else. And I can equip this just straight up like this, I think. Yeah. Nice. Just to save it, I need 5,000 marks, which I can do after I've prestige, because when you prestige, you get like a whole bunch. But yeah, this should reduce the cost of this, as well as these. Still looks like it costs a lot, but... Or, oh no, it's the damage increase, right? Yeah, it's increase. Damage increase. Okay, well, that's good. Now, I think there's also one that reduces the cost. Yeah. Cost of nature ability. Fire, nature. Shadow, nature. I'm looking for physical and nature. Sustained growth. That's what it's called. That is 4%, which is a lot more meaningful. Sustained growth. Oh, it's very cheap as well. Thank fuck. Okay. Don't have to break the fucking bank for it. Alright, good shit. Goddamn, I had more of these than I thought I had. Okay, I can also use this. Open up these. Alright, and then I can use this for the last slot. Alright, perfect. Got all my abilities slotted. Only reduced it by 2 mana. Which is weird. I feel like it should reduce it by way more. But yeah, nature and physical abilities are reduced. Doesn't stack, doesn't stack, doesn't stack. Okay, all the non-stackings, I got the stackings. Okay. Very good. I might be able to switch this out for something else, but for the time being, I think it's a good one to have. So my enchants are all in order. Make sure everything is where it needs to be. Okay. Yeah. So my enchants are all in order. My specs are in order, so I should switch to. I like my blood wolves, even though it's actually cats. I should call it blood cats or something. Or sanguine felines or whatever. Anyway, I like this build even though it doesn't do a whole lot of damage. I like it, it's fun to play. My tank build is alright. I think I'm just gonna reiterate this one, Fury of the Titans. This one was all based around using two-handed weapons. I think we can still make this work, I just have to build it differently. Yeah, I just have to go about building it differently. But I can still make it work, I think. Yeah, I'm gonna prestige it, so that doesn't matter at the moment. That's not fully built out. I am going to... Oh, didn't see I had that one as well.
Dabu. Glory to the Horn.
I'm going to prestige here
For the
again.
Horn.
Which essentially means replaying. I've been speeding through my prestiges because I've been getting aura of experience. Let me just check. I think I can get another one. I'm not quite sure. Oh yeah, I can. Okay. I can get another one, so I'll do that. But yeah, I need to basically full cam before I do the thing. Make sure I am on the right spec. Actually, let's go the Mind's Edge. This build was really ass. This really did nothing. Let's respec this one. Make sure it's got all my what's it called? Yeah, because I had this all. I want to do a frost build now. And considering I have where is it? This? Maybe I should be looking into a Frozen Archer. I want to see if there's like there's a Grove Ranger. Not a great fan of that. Frost. I think it's better to type in Frost for frost damage. chance when dealing direct nature or frost damage. Upon reaching things stack, overloaded and trigger overload frost storm, Ice shards pulp the target doing frost storm damage. So this is nature and frost. I don't really care about the combination. This could be very good for it. Your damaging hits with spells and abilities have a chance to call forth Amalthazad's malediction on your target and grant you Amalthazad's curse. And Amalthazad's malediction does frost damage around your target and reduces movement speed by 5%. And it stacks up as well. So that could be a real good one for it. Because it doesn't matter which spells and abilities I hit, as long as I hit abilities. Which is fucking great. This seems to be very... Because this is like a nice generic one, so I can like make up my own build around it. This seems like a very specific one. I need very specific abilities for this. So rather not. This also has some specified things. Frostbomb. Ice barrage. Frost Lich, your damaging abilities have 33 chance to chill your target, dealing 180 frost damage and slowing the target for 30% and increase damage taken because of deep freeze in the Icelands. I do look at Icelands for this build anyway, so that this could be good, this could be good. This is way less damage, but it's AoE. This is way less damage by AoE, this is a lot more damage. And this is specifically abilities as well. I don't know if abilities just counts any activated thing, or I don't think it counts spells. So White Walker, I tried the White Walker thing, I didn't like it. What's this? During Shamanistic Rage, your non-periodic spell and Shaman ability critical consumes 50 rays to deal extra elemental damage. This is very shamanistic focused. What's this? Empower your magic with Icy Touch of Death. Applies to a target hit by your Frostbolt, so I need specifically Frostbolt. I don't know if I want Frostbolt. Elemental Assassin. Nah, it's melee focused. Thermal Void, casting Ice Barrage. Just tank focused. It's also something I don't want to do. Snowblind. This is for holy spells as well. So I think I'll go Frost Lich. Frost Lich is probably the best one to go for me. Because I've got a flame tank now. I've got a melee lightning build, so a frost range build would be pretty cool. So yeah, I think I'll do that. I'll do that. Let's rename this so I know what I'm going for. Frozen Shot, it sounds so lame. Crystalline Arrow. Still sounds pretty lame. Yeah, whatever. We'll figure out. Oh, that's a perfect fucking what's it called for it. Let's see if there's anything else. get frozen arrows. Now, what I do know is that frost, the shaman weapon enhance thing doesn't apply to bows. I know that. So I can't use that, which is unfortunate. I hope they change that at some point. That we can use that ability on bows, because it would be fucking great to have that on a bow. Now, ranged attacks in this still have like a minimum range, like bow attacks, or like the ranged attacks in general still have like a minimal range, so I do need something to be able to fend off melee. I think I'll just get like a simple dagger attack or something, because I don't want this to become a build that is like melee with a bit of range. I really want it to be a proper range build, so I'm probably going to get an elemental. I'll try an elemental as a pet. Maybe I'll get a frozen elemental as a pet. That would be cool. None of these really look like a frozen arrow of some kind. If I find a picture of like a nice frozen arrow, I'll use it, but otherwise I'll use the one I found earlier. Because I think there's a frozen spear, but it kind of looks like a frozen arrow. That also kind of looks like a frozen arrow if I didn't know that was the capacitor icon. Looks like I'll be using the first one I found. Yeah, because I think like that's the frozen sword tip or something, but it is like, it looks like an arrow in flight with frost on it. We really don't have anything cooler, like really frosty looking. It really doesn't look like there's anything more like frosty looking or anything. I'll have a quick look back here. I mean, that could be frozen arrows, I suppose. This also could be a nice indicator of what I'm trying to do. Let's go this. Just have my character be frozen instead in the avatar. All right. Arrow DPS. Okay. Double checking. Yep. Okay. Is it crystalline with 1 L or 2? I always get confused on that. Looks like 2. Looks like it's 2 L's. I always get confused when to use one and when to use two Ls in that kind of situation. Alright, crystalline arrow, okay, good shit. Time to, prestige. Oh, I can actually... Crystalline arrow, DPS, yep. Get a whole bunch of what's it called. Okay, I'm just gonna switch to full cam so I don't blast the stream with all kinds of ads. Because officially I'm not allowed to advertise the game or the server for legal reasons, but it's hard not to in this private server because everything basically has its name slapped on it. But okay, we're back. I also feel like the heirloom set I was using for my previous build is very good for this, in intelligence and agility kind of thing. So that works out really nicely for me. So I just re-equipped the champion herald stuff. Now the only thing I need to switch out is my what's it called, my weapon. Because I have these weapons again. I put my bow away earlier, so let's just do this bow for now. For the sake of leveling. God, that looks scuffed as fuck. Do I not have a better... Let's see, do I have a better what's it called for that? That looks pretty cool. I mean, it looks cool, just doesn't fit the color theme I've got going, so I can't really justify using that, which is unlucky. Same for this also looks pretty cool. No, I don't have anything that really fits it. I mean, this fits it decent enough. We'll do this. Apply that. Okay. But yeah, I'll mainly be focused around that. So let's get the frost arrows and the lich thing out at least. So don't forget that later on. Okay, because I do know I have the Frost Lich. We plop that on there. Arrows of Frost. I need Frostbrand weapon. Frostbrand weapon doesn't work on range, so I can just override that. Your melee auto attacks deal additional. I don't use melee auto attacks really. I mean, I'm gonna use the dagger, but that's also not an auto attack. Yeah, what else? Glacial Companion. Your Hunter Pet auto... Hunter Pet. Okay, so that's specifically for the Hunter Pet. I don't know if I'm gonna use the Hunter Pet. I might use the Elemental. Let's save these for now. Get rid of these. Let's see. Let me read the elemental at least. Fire, because I know there's ice elementals you can get. I'll just have to look for one. I'm just trying to think, because the problem with, at least in my head, is the problem if I get an elemental, it might be ranged, right? Let me just have a quick. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Huh. Tameable pets, elementals, Ice Revenant. That sounds like a melee. It looks like it's melee. It has a melee attack. Let's see, what's my normal... Yeah, because that is all looking like range. So, I'm looking for Ice Revenant. Kinda looks like it only has... It kinda looks like there's only a... It's Wrath of the Lich King, which we don't have on this server yet. But that seems to be the only real ice elemental that does melee. I'd love to see screenshots of the thing as well. Let's see, can I find it on the store? Maybe it... Nah, doesn't look like... Incarnation Ice Arrow, hold up. I want to read this one. Oh, that's just a visual. That's pretty cool to have though, for this build. If it works out, I might get that. This build that I'm thinking of works out. That's cosmetics set. I don't care about that. I want pets. Pets. There we go. Doesn't look like they have any... It's not showing up at least. Yeah, it's not looking like they have maybe if I... No. Nope. It's looking like a big no. That's very unfortunate. What I could do is instead of getting an elemental, I could get an undead. It kind of fits the theme still, right? I mean, fuck it. I could just get a hunter pet. That's what's it called? Yeah. What's it get? Hunter pet. Fuck it. And that way I can actually put that what's it called, companion thing on as well. I think we'll do that. I do need to get Fingers of Frost at some point, by the looks of things. With a frost attack, you gain frost arrows. Your next critical range attack will consume one stack. Slow your target by 30% for 4 seconds. Get 100 stacks. What the fuck? So you can get 3,000 slow on them? What? Oh, wait. Okay, no. I see what I mean. Alright, main things I need to get. Ice Lance, for sure. Ice Lance is for sure something I need to get. What else? I can't use Frostbrand. It doesn't work on ranged, which is very unfortunate. I would have loved to have that. Anything else Frozen E? I don't think so. I mean, I can get Frost Armor to slow enemies down that do get a range. I think that's a good thing to have. Let's get some actual marksmanship in. Steady Shot does additional damage on enemies that are slowed, which is good. Something to have. It looks like it's a good thing to have. Okay. And for now, that's all I can get. I'll have to bank on my pet to do most of it. So we'll do Call Pet here, dismiss Pet there. Revive here. Tame Pet here. I think we might have to switch these over. Feed Pets there and Beast Lore there. Alright. I do not have a pet. I just realized that. Okay. Alright. Huh, throwing weapons could be a good thing. Do throwing weapons class as like certain... I don't think so, right? And don't class as like a dagger or a... They're just class as throwing weapons. I'm pretty sure. Alright, let me just get my aura of XP going. Because fuck doing all this the slow way. Just need to grab it from the mail. Alright. I don't care about his cards either. Oh, that. Can't really replace that, I guess. Activate that. Grab all these.
What can I help you
Get
with?
rid of this random shit. I can get rid of that and always get it back later for my vanity tab now. Alright. All the different writing stuff for when I reach those levels. Get in here, speak to this dude, level
For
up
the horde.
pretty much instantly. Let me just grab a scorpion or a boar for now. I just need something as a beast. Because I have no melee whatsoever. So I just need something as a companion at the moment. Alright. I think the best thing to get is something tanky as well. So maybe like a turtle or something. I'll put that in the offhand. Spell power increase. Because at the end of the day, I just need... oh fuck. Ow, okay. I just need a dagger or some shit. Alright, I insta-popped them. I need to look at what frost abilities I want to use. I think maybe Blizzard. Most likely Blizzard. Blizzard and Icelands might be like the main things. Like the main frost spells at least. And then I'll get most of this physical stuff. From these marksmanship the marksmanship tree. Feel like that's probably the best thing to do. Oh nice. Now we've got a mottled boar that I can call up pretty much any time. What's this? Not collect it, might have to collect it in a bit. That's the best thing about prestiging, you get a lot of marks to upgrade your shit with. Once you prestige, you get 50k. That's a lot. That in itself allows you to permanently unlock 10 abilities, 10 enchants, which is pretty fucking huge. Now this is a nice build to use as well, because orcs have more pet damage. They gain 5% pet damage just for their racial, which is fucking great for this kind of build. I'm going to do mostly frozen and arrow based abilities with a pet that does frost attacks, because I'm going to be applying that companion thing. That dude's up here, right? Yeah. Maybe I should get Sarkov instead. Maybe I just maybe I do that. Because these are all passive, so I should be able to just thing this guy. He looks pretty cool. So that's the main reason why I wanted to tame him over any of these other scorpions. Like, I like the pattern on him. Fits my pattern as well. Does mean I have to wait a little longer though with with getting more XP, getting on with my quest line. But it looks cool. Look at that. Sad that he shrinks in size, but still, it looks cool as fuck. Uh, 10 minutes of cooldown. I have to wait 10 minutes before I can change any of my enchants here. I don't think I've seen this proc yet, but Deep Freeze. Is Deep Freeze a ranged attack? I think it is, right? Frost. Yeah, 30 yards. Pretty long cooldown. This is gonna be pretty pivotal, I think. Because Blizzard in itself doesn't really slow or do anything, really. You have to get the improvements for it. Why is the respawn timer on this guy? I feel like it shouldn't be too high. I need to control one him as well. Before this guy steals him away from me. Because my ranged attack is ranged, so it has a travel time as well as having a charge time. But it looks like this guy is also going like some kind of caster. Oh no, that's just the Wasagon book. Never mind, never mind. I thought this thing floating here was like a pet of some sort, but it's just one of the Ascension books. Probably best to team up. Oh, nice. Alright, very nice. Thank you, and goodbye. Oh, he also said goodbye. Very nice. Go to this guy, deliver thing, get level. Like, early on, if you have aura of experience, you get so much. Every mission you turn in basically levels you up. All the way up to like level 60. 60 onward, things go way slower. But before 60, you level pretty much immediately from every quest that you turn in. The only ones that don't do that are just the talk to some dude quests. But any other quest is like instant level up.
Strength and honor.
Greetings. Nocta.
Strength.
Just making sure I don't have any extras.
Blood and thunder. Go forth to victory. Dabu. Go with honor.
Level 10. Good shit. That means I have talent points. Alright, and I can start getting some more hunter abilities. I don't want to get arcane shot, because arcane shot does arcane damage. So I want to avoid the ones that do like some weird shit. Concussive shot is a good one, because it reduces movement speed. Which, on top of my frost theme, will be very nice. What's this? Concussive shot days effect is increased by 1 second. How long is it now? 4, so it would be 5 seconds. I guess I'll get 2 stacks out of this, so I've 80% slow. Feels like a lot. We'll get that. Oh, it increases the damage. I thought it increased the slow. Ooh, I don't know if I care about that then. Let's, like, if it was a slow, I would get it, but I don't care too much. I'm gonna have a pet active all the time, so auto shot. I mean, I will always be shooting, essentially. Very specific melee. This is also very specific melee. There isn't a whole lot of like, you can't be very adventurous with anything that isn't melee, by the looks of things. Mage frost spells. Mage frost damage. I mean, most of my frost damage is gonna come from the mage thing anyway. So yeah, I feel like that's probably best. I know Hunter has a good synergy with intelligence. Is this the one? Yeah, increases ranged attack power by an amount equal to 20% of your total intellect. That's fucking huge. And I think it has like 2 stacks on this. 3 stacks even. So that can be up to 30% or 60% of your intellect. That's fucking big. So yeah, I feel like that's gonna make a lot of difference. For now, let me just grab that. Oh. Let me unlearn that. Let me just grab aspect of the Hulk. Start stacking my passive stuff. Oh fuck, my nose is so full of gunk. What is the time? Okay, still got about an hour and a half or so. A little longer than that. Yeah, I think I'll just stick with aspect of the Hawk. I can't get aspect of the Dragon Hawk, which would obviously be better, but it's level 74. We only level up to level 70, so that's out of the range. So the next best thing is aspect of the Hawk. That is very interesting to have. I think I'll try to get like a tanky. Yeah, get like a tanky pet. Like a turtle or something. Is there frozen turtles? I'm sure there's like a frozen turtle somewhere. I have to take a piss. I'll be right back. Just put on the kettle, so I'll just grab myself some chocolate milk, some hot chocolate. Because I'm kind of feeling in the mood. It's pretty chilly out here.
Loktar.
Talk to me.
Oh, and it's ready. I'll be right back. didn't have any spoons, clean spoons up here, so I just had to go quickly clean one. I usually pre-mix. I usually pre-mix my powder with some coffee milk. Mix that up a bit. And then you finally add the water. I feel like that's like the best way to get a nice mix going. I also use quite a bit of milk. I'd say about, I mean, combined with the powder and the milk make up about a third to a half. Yeah, I'd say a third to a half of the entire thing, and then the rest is hot water. And you have a nice mix. Alright, back to the game. What was I doing? Quests. I am level 10, I think. Yeah.
Speak, friend.
I really want this ranged build to work out. I just have a feeling that it won't, but maybe I'm wrong. It just feels like, because I've tried to make ranged builds in the past, just general range builds, but I feel like I was missing like a lot of damage. Because like the damage I was dealing on that lightning melee build I just had, that is some sick shit. Like, holy hell. Like, I don't know how common or how like normal it is to get like like 3k hits with like fairly basic weapon damage using abilities, but I was hitting for quite a bit, and like I said, I almost have 50% crit chance on that build as well for melee. Scorpion worker tails, so I need to kill these guys. Oh. Got rid of that out of my bar. This is also one of those situations again where I feel like I'm probably going to get frenzy stance. Or what is it? Not frenzy stance. Berserker stance. Because it does increase crit chance on ranged. The problem is though that the upgrade talents for it don't really help me much. Because if I get Berserker stance here, I can get this, improved Berserker stance, and improved Berserker stance, I don't know, doesn't do much for me, and this also doesn't do a whole lot for me. I mean, I guess this does help. Increases your chance to hit with spells and abilities by 1%. Increases the critical strike chance with all spells and abilities by 1% while in Berserker stance. I guess that would help. I suppose that would help. I don't get anything out of the capstone. I don't think I'll be running an rage effect. I mean, this does increase attack speed, and this does count as an enrage effect. I know that. I do need to get enrage as well if I want that. Physical damage, I guess I still deal physical damage, not as much though. So I don't know what I really get out of that. I'll still have to. I'll have to figure it out. I feel like there's a lot less intuitive stuff for range, like specifically ranged weapon stuff. There's plenty of stuff for like ranged spells, but not really for like ranged weaponry. That's why I wanted to look into if throwing axes, for example, count as an axe. Because if it does, I at least get some benefit out of my my what's it called, my orc racial, where you get more crit chance out of axes. I think it's only 1%, but still. The difference between 99 and 100% is still noticeable, in my opinion. Because always hitting a crit versus sometimes missing a crit is noticeable, in my opinion. What else do I have? Foul Familiar and Zaitov. Oh, perfect. A perfect blend of coffee milk and the chocolate powder. Still a bit on the hot side, but it's nice. Looks like that one's around here, so I should be able to get this pretty free. All right, let's see. Level 20 for that. I mean, for now, auto shot is gonna be my main damage dealer anyway, so it's not bad having that. I really like World of Warcraft graphics. There's a lot to hate about World of Warcraft, and I've like talked shit on World of Warcraft for some of the practices they do, but I really like the graphics. I think this is peak gaming graphics. I don't have any love for like the photorealism bullshit. I don't care for that. I kind of prefer it when games still look like games. Like the one I recently talked about as well, like the remake of the Soul Reaver games, the Soul Reaver 1 and 2. Those graphics, perfect. Those type of graphics, and it's the same with World of Warcraft. World of Warcraft has similar type of graphics. I much rather play games that look like this than I play games that look photorealistic. I just like games to look like games. I don't really feel the need for games to look like interactive TV series, basically. I really don't care too much for that. I'd much rather have these kind of graphics and like I said, the Soul Reaver remake graphics than I have what's it called?
I can do that.
GTA 6 graphics. Not to say that GTA 6 is anything wrong with. Like, I haven't played the game or anything. I am not a great GTA enjoyer in general though. Like, GTA 5 was fine, but I'm not like someone that like has to play it every single hour of every single day. Because there's like plenty of people that swore by Grand Theft Auto 5 and never played anything else. I'm not one of those.
I can do that.
I do enjoy it, but I can't really play it for like extended periods of time. I usually play it for like an hour or two. And then I end up just like getting bored and doing something else. Really, that's mainly what it comes down to. But yeah, graphics wise, I think World of Warcraft is one of the best games. Just because I really like these type of graphics. Maybe retail a little better. Because there's still that like very gamey polygon kind of shit going, but at least the textures themselves are decently clean.
What do you need?
Because here you can like really tell the pixels and stuff. And I feel like in retail it's a bit more smooth. You can still sometimes see pixels and stuff, but it's less obvious with retail than it is with because I think this skin, for example, these armor pieces and stuff, like you can still see there's like some pixelation going on here and there, but it's not as bad as like say this fucking tree behind me. Like that's some faded, weird looking shit right there. And I really like these graphics. This stuff. I really love this like period of graphics, how they look. That's like my favorite period of graphical game graphics. The way that shit used to look. And through games like World of Warcraft still look today. And like the remake. Like I said, the remake of Soul Reaver 1 and 2, especially the first game, like especially the Soul Reaver 1 part, is absolutely fucking phenomenal. Graphics wise. I also personally think gameplay wise Soul Reaver is a great game. But that's a different discussion altogether. I've always found that Soul Reaver games were great. The first one better than the second one, for sure. I'm also not a great fan of what they did to the sword in the second one. Like graphics wise again. It looks very weird. Like in the second one they used a particle effect to make your sword. In the first one you can see it's still like an actual object that they made for the game. Which personally I thought was way better. Increase that because I am going to get intelligence. So increasing my range and attack power with intelligence is great. Do I care? I don't think I care too much about that just yet. I don't care about any of this just yet. Chance to hit with spells is also pretty nice. Critical damage bonus of your ranged hunter abilities is also nice. Don't I have another auto shot thing? I thought there was another auto shot. This one, yeah. Hawkeye. I don't quite understand why auto shot is a levelable ability, but we'll take it. I am also going to get disengage. I feel like that's a good one to have in general. For ranged characters, I think disengage is a very good one. Chance to hit with spells and abilities and damage done by auto shot increased. Okay, because auto shot automatically activates, right? So I don't have to. I at least don't have to have it in my ability bar. I know that. I don't know. Do I have to level it to actually have this auto shot shit happen? Whatever. Something to worry about later. What's this? Level 18, almost 19. Once I get 20, I can get Blizzard.
Bravo. Loktar.
Alright, get another Hawkeye level. 2 even. Oh, I leveled up twice. Cool. That means I can get Blizzard. There we go. Multi-shot is also a good one to get. Fucking mice, dude. Rapid fire. Where's rapid fire? It's like a little buff, isn't it? I might get freezing trap. Or frost trap, I mean. Frost trap slows, freezing trap freezes. I got it. I might get those. Like I said, you at the end of the day, you usually get way more ability essence than you need. I'll probably get those to round off the build. If I'm sticking to this build, I'm still not sure if I'm sticking to this. Total stamina and focus, because I need them to be tanky. Alright, spiritual unrest, I still need to get one. Alright, then we just go there. Now the reason why this is like steady shot is the whole reason why I got interested in doing like some kind of frost archer build in the first place, because of the increased damage against slowed enemies, and chill applies a chill is a slow. I don't know if it counts for the what's it called? Like, I don't know if you specifically need a slow, or if it is any effect that applies a slow. So daze, for example. I assume it's like any effect that just slows the enemy. It's kind of like the assumption I made, but I'm not sure if that is what it is. Let's see, Mystic Enchants. Let's see if I can do something with Blizzard. What's this? Duration increase? That's actually pretty good. Improve Blizzard, increase damage of Blizzard. Okay, World in Flames. Increase critical strike chance of your Flame Strike, Pyroblast, Blast Wave, Dragon's Breath, Link Bone, Meteor, Blizzard, and Arcane Explosion spells by 2%. Let's see, Hailstorm. Your Blizzard is transformed into Blizzard Hailstorm, giving it a cast time instead of a channel. Does not work with Snowblind. Damage over 8 seconds, deals 10. Okay, so it becomes a cast time thing with this instead of a channel, which could be good. Allows you to do some shit while you're using that. But other than that, it doesn't look like there's a whole lot of what's it called for it. So maybe I go Snowstorm. Yeah, maybe I go Snowstorm at least. Increase. I don't know how often I'm gonna be using Blizzard, and if I want to allocate slots to the ability. Like, if I'm not gonna use it, there's no point in allocating slots to it. Let's see, do we have any blues that increase physical on ice? I don't think so, no. Let's see. Frost Shot. Oh, Frost Shock. That's my thing. If it was like any... If they were affected by chill, for example, that would be great. There's a lot of like random what's it called combinations here. But I'm mainly looking for I'm not looking to use Kona Cold, so this is kind of, that falls off. A lot of World Forge stuff, Frozen Power. Yeah, that's the kind of stuff. Frost abilities. There we go, that's what I need. Physical and frost ability cost reduction, that's what I need. Okay. Let me just pop down this so I can actually do this. Cold Rage is also something I should be looking at for. Yeah, because I don't really do melee. Okay. Let's see. Do I want to get this? I don't know. I am not sure. Let's save this in case there was a cold. At least I'll have that. Anything frost damage related. Glacial Companion for sure. Because that makes my pets, hunter pets, deal frost damage. Don't care too much for that cycling bullshit. Hoarfrost. Interesting. Would be cool for like a melee ice tank kind of thing. Kind of cold. Glacial Spike. Unleashes causes frost damage along all enemies within 5 yards for 4 seconds. Could be good. Frostfall. You summon a flurry of frost stars from the sky on all targets within 20 yards of the causes, dealing frost damage, also causing 20 frost damage to all other enemies within. That is huge. That would be a huge thing. If you have Frostbolt, then also learn Hydrical. Requires a stack of Fingers of Frost to cast and consumes all remaining stacks of Fingers of Frost. Launches a bolt of frost to the enemy, causing 15 frost damage, clearing up to 3 additional targets and slowing their movement speed. That could be good. Absolute Zero, Frost Nova into Absolute Zero, past the area around you. Feel absolute causing enemies 2 seconds. Gain stacks of Absolute Zero, stacks slows the target movement. Interesting. Glacial light holds fire into glacial light. Nah. Holy frost. Nah. Frosty frostball. That's same as firebolt. I guess. Ice warden. Ice subordinate decreases the threat. Okay. Let's see. Do we have anything that like? Set up a channel. Nah. Huh. Fire slower. Interesting. This is Black Widow Strike. Black Arrow is transformed into Black Widow Strike. Instantly strikes your target with a poison strike, dealing physical damage and causing nature damage every 3 seconds. And whatever. Bone Arrow, a piercing bone that inflicts physical damage, causing the target to bleed. I don't care for that. Oil dip arrows. I probably don't care for that either. Teaches you Nice Storm. If you know Hurricane, creates a violent storm of the target area, causing physical damage to enemies every 1 second while channeling. Dealing damage with Nice Storm now increases the damage taken from the caster's poison and bleed effects by 2%, stacks up 6 times and lasts 12 seconds. Not sure why this shows up for Arrow, but whatever. Again, something that makes him bleed. Is there nothing that kind of changes, Does it feel like Frost Arrow, like a Frost Arrow build is like such a common idea, basically. So I feel like I should definitely be something that like has some synergy with Arrows of Frost or something. Like Rain of Arrows, for example. I have it deal frost damage instead of arcane. Because that's the whole reason why I don't want to take that. Or maybe change Blizzard into like a version of Rain of Arrows where it does frost damage instead. Like, I feel like that kind of stuff would have been very obvious. That has to be a meme. You gain 20% disease resistance while no other player is within 6 yards of you. That has to be a COVID meme. There's no way that's actually useful. Like, as an epic or as a legendary or as an epic, sorry, yeah, as an epic, sure, but as a legendary, taking up your one legendary slot, that feels very meme. I'm still just kind of looking for shit that like helps me do this Frost Archer stuff. But yeah, I don't really see anything. Ice Barrage. Doesn't look like it. God, this was a very strength heavy one. Defiant Purpose, Deathbringer. That's your stack of heavyweight, normal attack. Resets this effect. $350%, 15% unnormalized weapon damage. This damage always crits against non-players, but can't crit against players. That just one-shots anything, pretty much. That's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool enchant to build something around. I might do that at some point. Yeah, other than that, it doesn't look like there's a whole lot I can do. Thunder Slam. Your lightning bolt and chain lightning grants you stack of Stormblade, max 4 charges, dealing damage with Thunderclap or execute causes your next lightning bolt or chain lightning to be instant cast and increases the damage dealt by your lightning bolt by 120 against monsters. Thunder Slam. And it requires Stormblade. Instantly attack for 45% of main hand's weapon damage and additional 86 to up to 5 targets. And Frontal Cone. Lightning Blade instantly attack for 201% of your main hand's weapon damage plus 32, and your thunderclap damage to the target is increased by 200 for 6 seconds. Dealing damage with Lightning Blade grants a stacking buff, increasing the damage dealt by Lightning Blade up to 5 stacks. Thunder Slam and Lightning Blade reduce the cooldown of your thunderclap by 2 seconds. Your thunderclap gains 25% additional spell power scaling, but deals 45 reduced damage against players. This feels like a two-handed weapon version of Stormborn. It feels very similar to Stormborn, but Stormborn to me seems to lend itself to better to like a one-handed weapon in each hand. So dual wielding one-handed weapons. Whereas Thunder Slam is very focused around single two-handed weapons. Kind of seems similar. Like the mechanics seem similar. Again, Chain Lightning and Lightning Bolt doing things for your build, and then your build empowering those. It's the same what Stormborn does. It's essentially it's essentially a two-handed weapon version of the Stormborn. And what was that? Lightning Blade or something? Stormblade. Okay, so Stormblade does not come in ability form, so Stormblade is something you need to pick up as well. By the looks of things. Oh, I see. Your Lightning Bolt and Chain Lightning grant you a stack of Stormblade. I see. And then you can use the Thunder Slam and the Lightning Blade once you've got a stack. So, for this one you are kind of forced to use Chain Lightning and Lightning Bolt. Whereas in the Stormborn version, you don't really need to use them. It's just, they do get you do get benefits on them. So you do want to use them, but you don't have to use them, basically. Whereas this, it seems to be a requirement to do the whole Thunder Slam and Lightning Blade thing. Beast and Blade. This is very hunter, melee hunter plus beast thing. Frozen Chaos, your Frostbolt, Ice Lance, Cone of Cold, and Frost Shock critical hits grant recharges of Frozen Chaos. More damage against Chaos Keeper and blah blah blah. Got lots of bullshit I don't really care for. It looks interesting. So it's basically a poisonous version of the cat form, becoming a serpent form instead. This is a werewolf. Instead of a cat form, you get like a worgen form. So basically this is the werewolf. Little shadow damage. Blood for the blood god. For a bleed orientated. Thermal void. Casting. Oh, this is a tank. There's a lot of interesting stuff going on here. Fuck, where was I? Thermal Void, yeah. Dark Master, yeah, I thought so. Yeah, it's like light range stuff. Interesting for tank. To be an ice tank. I still haven't seen anything that really helps my ranger frost idea, which again feels kind of weird. Because I feel like that's a very like common theme. Well, maybe not a common theme, but it's like a very plausible theme. This seems like a very interesting idea as well. But yeah, none of these legendary mystic enchants really lends itself to doing like a Frost Archer build, which I feel like is weird. They have fucking Grove Ranger in here, which is like some kind of weird poison nature damage, like poison damage ranger that can also heal thing. They have that in here, but a very standard like Frost Archer build, no can do. Like that feels really weird. But sure, we'll just have to make one up ourselves with Frost Lich. I think Frost Lich is a good one for it. Ice Lance is a nice like ranged ability. So I think we can make one work ourselves. I mean, I guess I could just go down that road. Let's just grab that. Alright. Did a bit of looking around, modifying some stuff. I still don't know what I'm gonna put in here. Most of this is also still unknown to me. We'll just have to see how it goes, really. Oh shit. Oh. Damn. Getting stuck in a fucking torch there. Where can I see my what's it called stacks? My frozen arrow stacks. Because when does it happen? Whenever I use a frost ability, right? Whenever I deal damage with frost abilities, I should be getting frozen arrows. Okay. Alright, that's all I wanted to see, really.
Who you be?
Alright, magical barrier, pick and burning blade. Let's get a pick and burning medallion first. I'm sure we can find like a frozen themed turtle somewhere. I think I'll just quickly wrap these quests up. I'll just do the pick and the medallion because I have to go to the shop as well. It's already 5 o'clock here. I didn't realize. Okay, I can get multiple stacks for a single task. Kind of why I wanted to know with that. It does. So it is. Every single stack increases the slow. Well, if I slow my target by 150%, they basically stand still, right? What's the point in going even further beyond? Oh, did I snatch it? I snatched it. Oh no, dude. Oh, I am so sorry I didn't get it in time. I am so sorry. Hey, good luck with that, dude. Fucking outsnatched you. I am so sorry, my dude. I want this to be... Oh. I can only... Okay. I can only do that when 210%. Yeah, holy shit. That is wild. That means that there will be a point where you just 100% will have them stand still, basically. I am going to turn these in and go over to the shop. I need to get dinner and shit. So I'll just quickly do that, wrap up. And then, I guess upload. Well, I'll have to cut out my AFK moment, I suppose. But the live should be up pretty soon after, anyway.
Look top.
Fight well.
Right, another level up. Good shit, good shit.
Throw hole.
And yeah, another level up. Good shit. Holy fuck. Maxed out, I suppose. Yep. Alright, let's sell some bullshit to this guy. I don't care for any of this. There. Don't care for that. Don't care for that. Alright.
For the horde.
That's it for me for today then. Yeah. Thanks for watching. Hope you had a good night, evening, day, morning, afternoon, whatever it is over there, and hope to catch you next time.